If you want to build something that you can walk away from at some point for however long, but have it continue to generate revenue for you, you've got to spend time doing this shit, doing this unsexy system stuff. The guy that makes like the best pizza in the world, like that's great, he's an artist, he's a creative, he's the best pizza maker ever. But if he's behind the counter for 25 years making pizzas, unless he loves that and that's his true passion, he's not an entrepreneur. He's a technician, he's an operator, and he'll be back there making those pizzas forever because he didn't put a system in place whereby he could train other people to duplicate his efforts to do what he does as well as he does it. Because like, to say that there's nobody out there that can do it as well as you is bullshit. Everybody's replaceable, I'm replaceable. I put a system in place whereby I will be replaced at some point. This is how these whiteboards and all this scribble back here, like this is what I sit here and do at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Like this shit is what gets you from being a technician, being an owner, swinging hammers, or whatever the version of that is in your business, to running a viable business.
My day-to-day responsibilities from an administrative perspective, it's just maintaining documents or coordinating things on email or for project-specific accounting type of things. From a marketing perspective, I'm responsible for ordering the renderings for the projects as they come, preparing listings, maintaining the listings themselves. If there's just one person maintaining it, sometimes it's just easier. So I'm the person who does that. If we are looking to purchase a home and we need financing, I usually prepare the documents that we may need for that. If we're bringing on an investor for a specific project, I'll prepare the packages that they would need as well. A major tool that we use every single day is Box. Just keeping all of the files in one place or making it so that they're accessible. So maintaining that, that's a huge system that I use every single day.
Slack. And that works basically with text. It's similar to a text, but it gives you different silos or different tracks for each project. So therefore you can go back and you can review within that track to see exactly what was said or communicated from the office to the field.
It's one of my favorite things is when you pull up to a house and there's tons of like action, noise, activity. I love seeing that when you get there and they got the generators going, compressors going, nail going, cutting, nailing, building. Guys yelling at each other in Spanglish. It's just like progress. It's the sound of progress. That we like. You show up on jobs, you hear crickets. It's like nobody here. So disheartening. There's nothing really for us to do here. Just like feel the dollars falling out of my pockets as like nothing's happening, but you're still paying your lenders, you're still paying taxes, you still got all those sunk costs, but you're not making any progress. That's the worst feeling.
So our subs aren't really privy to the Slack. They may not be aware that we're using a system, but internally, Gabe, Jermise, and myself, and whoever our partners are aware of all those systems
in place that are, well, they're also like created, I shouldn't say created, they're in place so that we're not missing anything or skipping over things or looking over, you know, something that was supposed to take place at this point of the project and it didn't. So I think it just saves us time, it saves us confusion, and it saves us money sometimes when we're able to catch those mistakes before they happen. A lot of documents and things that we use today came out of necessity. Like there was an issue, we recognized that there was a problem, we discussed, came up with a solution, and implemented. Like all of our milestone templates, they came about because we were missing steps in the process. So we figured, okay, well, it would be better if we had this documented and we had specific milestone templates depending on the phase of the project we're in. So that's where a purchase milestone template might kick in, or the sale milestone template, or a cosmetic milestone template, or a rehab. Like, there's different things that we use now to make sure that we're hitting all of the steps and we're not missing anything.
There's nothing about it that sounds appealing. Like, the thing is, until someone sees you pull up in a Lambo in front of your like pimp ass crib in Alpine, nobody takes anything seriously. People don't really see it like that. It's like, I feel like sometimes I need to go and do this shit that some of these other bullshit gurus do online to get people to understand that there's value in this.